Welcome to the one with Patrick. Patrick's top left. Welcome, Patrick.
Well, you're top left. Thank you for having
Yeah.
me. Very welcome. Very welcome. Very excited to be here and join you all.
We're very excited you're here. And we get to see Paul's beard. I haven't seen this. This is amazing.
It's really good.
I love
Good
it.
stuff.
Can
Yeah.
that just be
Good
the podcast?
stuff.
Just a picture of
I'm
Paul?
actually just gonna do this, and then that's how I'm gonna do this whole thing.
That's good. I like it. What's up, Mike?
Ahoy, hoy.
The agenda is we'll do the What's the Haps. I'm going to talk about YouTube baseball because I really liked it. Some fantasy stuff. Mike has a fun game. Whose Dickerson is this? We'll go through the team of the week, O's Road to 50, and then we'll say goodbye. So, what's the Haps? Mike.
I have the Yankees so far are 7-0 versus the Red Sox. They're 14-21 versus everybody else.
Oh,
wow. I have since 2018, Kyle Hendricks has made 8 starts of 8+ innings and or more, and allowing 1 run or fewer. And Freddie Freeman, first career grand slam after 5,923 plate appearances. And then he hit another one 6 plate appearances later.
Patrick knows about that.
That's big. Well, that's good. Mike, that's good stuff. That's really good info.
Dave, did you
Good.
It's all on Twitter.
did you see the? I didn't read it, but did you see the Athletic article about the Hendricks versus? Or wait, no, he's called Baby Maddox, but as the Maddox versus Randy Johnson, who would you rather have, sort of thing?
I didn't see it. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good.
That's the Athletic for you people, you minions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hendricks, he has the complete games with like 89 pitches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just like-
it.
Yeah. Just like Roger Clemens. I wanted to go through the players of the week, if we can, real quick, just dating back. Oh, no, it says I can't minimize Zoom, so I cannot give my players of the week. So I don't have any What's the Haps. Learning Zoom, I can't minimize. Anyone else want to talk about something?
I got a quick What's the Haps.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it's as much as a What's the Haps as me not paying attention as I should. I went to go make fun of someone who was a Chicago White Sox fan the other day, having no idea they are pretty good, apparently, and in first place. And so that was very humbling. I had no idea the White Sox were good this year.
Oh yeah.
Did you identify yourself as an Orioles fan?
I did. As I do with most back and forth.
Hi. Big Ryan Mountcastle fan.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
I have picked him up, dropped him, and picked him up again. In our
Love-hate relationship.
Love-hate, correct.
Yeah, he hit another home run against the Mets tonight.
He's killing it.
They have a shootout going right now.
Really?
Yeah.
How many screens you got, Mike?
3 right now.
Nice.
Wait, what else you got on? What?
I got the overtime Celtics Raptors on the laptop here,
Go Raps.
which shouldn't have gone to overtime. Kemba
I
Walker
heard
got
it was-
fouled at the end. They didn't call it.
I heard it was a bad call.
Nobody scored in the last 2 minutes for both teams. It was
Are you-
98-98 for 2 minutes straight.
Under
Are you a
100.
Celtics? Are you a Celtics fan, Mike?
I am.
I got you. I'm a Raptors fan, so
Wow.
but I don't think they're gonna. Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
yeah. It happens.
Fucking
happens when you
Chiefs.
marry.
Raptors, yeah.
Hey,
Natural
when you marry-
enemies, man.
When you marry a Canadian, you take on some teams that when you don't have. Oh,
I like the Raptors.
Yeah.
They're a fun team.
Big
Yeah.
Winnipeg Jets fan.
There you go. Huge.
Real quick, I just want to talk about YouTube baseball. Have you guys heard of it? They're airing a game of the week every week. It's free. So YouTube has partnered with MLB somehow. We knew that they opened their app to allow like old footage and things, but now they just made an agreement. They're going to show one game a week. And I watched the Marlins-Braves game on YouTube on Monday, Labor Day. And it's really cool. It's not just commercials in between innings. They show old footage of you're both teams that are playing. So you got to see the 97 Marlins, the 03 Marlins when they're winning. So it was kind of like going down memory lane. A lot of good Braves footage from the 90s. But it was all like Braves, Marlins, and they had a good – I think they're partnered with MLB Network because it was John Smoltz and Kevin Millar calling it. They just aired the Detroit-Milwaukee game today, which I'll touch on later. And I just think it's a really cool idea. It's good for – Paul, you're always worried about how the younger crowd can get into baseball. I think YouTube's a good outlet.
Good avenue for sure.
I recommend it if your team's on there. You'll get to see some old footage that maybe you haven't seen in a while of your team. And I know the Royals are coming up. If I could minimize my screen, I'd tell you. But I think they might be this week or next week.
Where did you find the schedule after that?
If you go on YouTube, the MLB page, they have a few things up about this announcement, and they'll show the upcoming schedule.
What did you say? It's a game of the week, Dave?
Yeah, I think it's once a week.
So it's once a week. Okay.
But they just aired 2. Maybe I'll look at it, but I don't think they're doing the same thing as MLB.com, that there's a free game of the day. I think because you can –
that's where my head was thinking when you initially said it. It was what MLB does.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think it's weak because it takes a lot of effort, I believe. They have the announcers at the game interviewing. I saw footage of Clayton Kershaw, and you can like write a question or a comment, and then they'll ask it right on the field, and someone will answer it right in the dugout. So it's kind of an interesting – I guess there's some point of screening for what question gets asked, but I don't know, cool idea. And I like the footage of old teams I was into. So I recommend it.
Yeah,
it's like having a live chat just for a baseball game.
Yeah, and it's not just because we're on YouTube now, guys. I just felt we had to make a plug. Standings update. Does anyone have it on their phone? They can update what the current status is. It hasn't really moved this week.
I'm making moves. I hit the hundo level tonight.
Did you?
I'm coming for you. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a good pitcher. You had a pitcher go today that was really good. I want to talk about him later, but the guy on the Brewers, jeez.
Yeah, Corbin Burns. He's one of my guys I picked up. He's like, I think it was 19 innings pitched, no earned runs, and it was 28 strikeouts the past 3 games.
Unbelievable.
Who am I reading up here? You just made to read off where we are?
Yes, say your name and your number.
Is that all that mattered? All that matters. You got Troutfish, then the Mean Guriels. I see you, Dave, in second. Hanging tight in second.
It's been a struggle.
Vegetarian cheesesteaks, always room for Gallo. Showtime, COVID-19s, Wham Bam, thank you, fam. Mike Trout, O's Road, Stormy Daniel, Talkman, and Team Lana Del Bias.
Are you on the real time one or just like the season? Because if you do like the real time, it'll adjust per the stuff that's happened to today.
I think I'm on real time. You're up 5.5 points right now, Paul.
I don't know, something like that. What am I at? Is it 100?
Yeah.
101.
Whoa, I gained a point since I got on here.
Patrick, what's going on, man? We'll go to you first. What are you feeling?
I can't. I'm really struggling to get a feel for the season. My outfielders are just a nonstop rotation. I think I have 2 or 3 good starting pitchers. I really like my closers, but I feel like I'm regularly getting new guys to fill in, like for the outfield. And then I'll be like, I think I concentrate on batting average too much, which means absolutely nothing this year. And I'm still like looking for guys with high batting averages as compared to doing something smart and looking for guys with home runs and RBIs. So I think that's a major issue of mine. I'm looking for guys to get hits and then get, thrown out at second.
I think it's a learning process this year. It's hard to figure out, especially with COVID. Mike, you touched on that last time. It's like
you like I said last week, it's like playing daily fantasy some days because you look and right now I don't think any teams are off for COVID, but I know the A's just came back, so you have them with double headers. The Cardinals, I think they average 10 innings a day for the rest of the season.
Jeez.
So yeah, you just roll the dice with some guys. If they're hitting third or high in the lineup, And a lot of guys might only play one game of doubleheader, but they're pinch hitting in the other one and then staying in.
Mm-hmm. So, Mike, tell us about your team. Your pitching is screwing with my pitching, just so you know. I think about you daily.
My pitching's been pretty good. It didn't hurt me too much that I traded Flaherty, and Marte's been producing as of late with the Marlins. So he's been stealing bases, which that's the biggest area to try to move up in this league, I think, because they're so scarce getting them. Mm-hmm. And Franmil Reyes is hitting over 300.
Who would have thought that?
Eloy Jimenez is awesome. Tommy Edman has just started hitting. So, I mean, my team's playing well right now, but I think I'm just too far behind at this point.
Yeah, Patrick, we'll touch more on your team. We have a whole segment dedicated to you.
Mike, when did you get Bieber, Shane Bieber?
Last season, I drafted him.
He wasn't a keeper.
He was. I kept him this year, yeah. Okay. I kept Alonso and Bieber, and that was it.
Sounds like an R&B group.
The next Hall & Oates, Alonso and Bieber.
Yeah.
Lute and Keith have been battling for third. Lute's made some rises, in the league. He's come up a little bit. Kyle's fallen. Paul, you're gaining, man. 6 points now. 101.5. I'm watching this.
I'm telling you.
Real time.
I had the Tim Tebow speech pulled up about after when they lost that Ole Miss game, and he said, "You won't try the hardest. You've never seen an 18 player play harder the rest of the season. This team will." I was gonna say that, but I can't pull it up. I don't think so. But my team's coming.
Save it for next week.
My offense is good, like I drafted, and now I have to pick up the pieces with the rotation. Picking people up, pitchers day by day, and making a run.
Isn't that always your game plan?
Yes.
He's defying the odds here because I didn't think it could work in Roto. So currently he's defying. We'll see if he can hold on here.
Guess we'll see.
We only have 20 days left.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's over September 30th.
Wow.
Gotta get my schedule up here. All right, best pickup of the week. We wanted to talk about that. Can I name mine? I actually wrote them down. I can actually have input here.
Okay.
All your transactions?
Yeah, I went through a little bit of the week, and this is besides Matthew Boyd. Just want to throw that out there. Ryan Mountcastle for Patrick. He's getting hot at the right time.
I feel good about it. The second time, the first pickup, I think I was more proud that I took somebody off your watch list, Dave, and then I dropped him, and now I feel like I really picked him up because I wanted to the second time.
Because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Double Mountcastle. We got to get that flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith had a weird pickup. I don't know if you watched Keith's. He picked up Cole Hamels, Noah Syndergaard, and Corey Kluber. And I know Noah's out the year. And then Kluber, is he out the year? I mean, he has 20 days left. He's not going to keep Kluber. I don't know. It's interesting. Is it mind games? What's he doing?
There's some strategy involved with that. I mean, since somebody's already doing it, I was looking at doing that if it got towards the end of the season and just picking up people that are on IR and stuff like that just to see if they have just potential for next year keeper or whatever. But it sounds like he's already snatching people up.
Little 4-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Syndergaard makes the only sense out of that group that he pulled because, like, Kluber, you wouldn't count him as a keeper for next year. Maybe this past year or whatever, he's close, like fringe. But now you wouldn't consider that. So Syndergaard, though, I mean, if you want to roll the dice, and you might get a steal there if you want to keep him. But
Mike knows Syndergaard is tough to make through one whole season.
It's hard. Yeah, he's a hard guy to count on. It's kind of like how I have Chris Bryant, similar to that type of production, that you can just have a year where they just don't show up.
Yeah.
And they're just not 60% healthy at all.
Chris Bryant is trash now. Absolute trash.
What the hell happened?
And it's like, he's awful.
I have him in some of my other leagues, and it's just been. I've dropped him in a couple, unless I'm not waiting around for this anymore.
And I drafted him against like my better judgment. Like, I'm not even a big fan, and I was like, but it was a value spot, and I took him, and it was just a disaster.
I'm sorry, Paul. Other leagues?
Yeah. And actually, no. I use them as ways to, do some research and stuff. I'm in different number of teams in leagues, so different people pick up different stuff. I use it as like a research base for my main league here. So you're welcome.
That's the right answer. Thank you.
That's what he says on his other podcast with his other leagues about us. It's like these guys are giving me all kinds of shit to use.
Any pickups of the week or year? I have a few yearly, but I'll let someone else talk.
Yeah, I have a weekly one. I guess it would have been last week, but September 2nd, Luke picked up Ty France for the Mariners now. He was traded from the Padres. They couldn't really find a spot for him. But in his 5 games with Seattle, he's 6 for 17 with 4 RBIs, 3 walks, and 3 runs, and he's reached safely in every game. And the Mariners are actually kind of heating up.
Yeah, I saw an article that said, could they make the playoffs? And I laughed, but
Everyone makes the playoffs.
that's a whole other thing. That's next week.
The Royals legit have a 0.0% chance to make the playoffs on ESPN. Every other team has at least like a 0.1, 0.2. They're bad, but nope, just 0.00, baby. I don't know if we're mathematically discounted or ESPN has given up. I don't know what the answer to that is, but 0.0 saw it today.
At least you know.
Yeah, know where you stand.
Yeah.
I got a a transaction on a drop. Dave, we kind of vaguely touched on this the other day, and I guess he's similar to Chris Bryant. What the hell happened to Josh Bell?
It hurts.
Oh, I kept him.
I was going to say, you kept him, didn't you?
He was a keeper.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's available still,
Yeah.
if anyone.
Yeah, I saw you grabbed him. I started laughing.
Just hoping somebody hit.
Just
Is he one of the guys that is complaining about having trouble because of the no video in the clubhouse? I know there's a lot of guys complaining about having down years because of that.
I saw somebody
that they can't.
complaining about that.
Yeah, Javi Baez, I think he said
He's bad.
Hates that he can't see his at bats throughout the game.
Javi Baez is terrible. I just saw his stat line. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although if he sees this, he might kill me.
He was
so
MVP
angry.
candidate last year, wasn't he?
He was awesome. I think he was a keeper for Adam. Or no, did you drop him,
No.
Mike? And then Adam.
I didn't keep him. Yeah.
So then Adam drafted him early. I think.
Yeah.
I think we have to pick this up a little. Is that okay? I'm just going to rattle off some names. Adam had Kyle Lewis, good pickup for this year. Lute Sixto Sanchez just dealt to the Braves last night. Mike, Adam Wainwright, resurrected.
Yeah.
Great
2.0.
pickup.
He's been really good.
Paul, Corbin Burns, we mentioned him a little earlier. My God, his stat lines last 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Pretty saucy.
Kyle with the sneaky pickup, Zach Plesac. We talked about it, I think, a little, but he's actually performing really well now, and Keith is probably pulling his hair out. He dropped him because of the COVID stuff, and then didn't know when he'd come back, and Kyle snuck in and got him. And Patrick, Anthony Santander. Love that guy.
Yeah, I was really excited about him. Then he went on IR. But the dude can rake. He's
He's
hit
crushing
the
it.
hell out of the ball. Yeah,
I saw he was on IL, but for an Oriole even.
I know. So future's bright for the Orioles. We're trending up.
Let's move it along. I don't have a timer. Does anyone see where the time is? No?
No, at 9:36. I don't know if we started exactly 9:15.
Okay, let's
21 in maybe.
let's go. Whose Dickerson is this with Mike?
All right. So I'm just going to basically read off a day and read 2 stat lines, and you guys guess which is Alex Dickerson, which is Corey Dickerson. All right.
I love it.
So September 4th, 2 hits. So 2 for 4, 1 walk, a double, and 2 runs. 1 for 4, a solo home run.
Corey,
2 for 4. 2 for 4, a double, and 2 runs. And 1 for 4, and a solo home run.
Corey
One
Dickerson
was-
a solo home run.
Corey was a solo home run. Corey's dick.
Correct. Yes, that was Corey's Dickerson. September 5th, 1 for 4, 2-run home run, and 0 for 2 pinch hit for left field.
0 for 2 sounds like Corey.
Yeah.
So the pinch hit was Alex because he sat out a few games this week.
So pinch hit 0 for 2 was Alex. 1 for 4 was Corey.
I'm pretty good at this dick game.
And September 8th, 1 for 3 with an RBI and 1 run, and 2 for 5 with a strikeout.
2 for 5.
Alex, 2 for 5's Alex. Alex's dick.
Incorrect. 2 for 5 was Corey. 1 for 3 was Alex.
Multi-hit game for Corey Dickerson. Tough to find.
Yeah.
But Mike found it.
Yeah. So next week, we're going to do Luis Urias or Luis Arias.
This is good. Keep this going.
I feel like we need some theme music. We need to work that in, like the da-da-da-da,
We do.
da-da-da.
Yeah,
Whose
where's the
dick is
porg,
this?
Dave?
Yeah, I should. Damn it. All right, O's Road to 50. Patrick, give us a little, I don't know. Make us excited for that, for DTF.
For DTF. Thank you for that. You know, I've been hovering between 7th and 9th. I think for the past 20 games, I've rotated between 7th place and 9th place. And I really think these last 20 games, I'm going to hit my stride. Freeman's coming into it. Tommy LaStella is going to get his he ended up in Oakland, so he's got the
We
fresh
didn't
face
talk
there.
about
Pitching's-
him with the trades, but we should have, because that was a big pickup actually for Oakland.
And in turn, Patrick.
i.e. Patrick. My page can't load right now, but I'm really excited about Dansby Swanson. I almost picked up a different Brave earlier in this week, and then I couldn't have 3 Braves on my team.
I agree.
They don't hit that well, Dave.
Well, they don't pitch well. That's a whole thing.
But I'm excited for a strong finish to finish, somewhere between 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
In between those two spots, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Between 5th and 6th.
Somewhere there.
I
just want to
next
get
year,
AM 7th to 9th spot. I can't break it.
I'm with you.
next
I'm
year
stuck
it'll
in
be
that
more.
80.
It's nuts. What?
Sorry, next year will be more fun because those places will matter. I think we can have some games set up for people that aren't in the top 2, 3, where like you can actually win something weekly or something we can work out. Because this year is kind of crazy just to throw it together. But just an aside, if you were to do that again next year, suck
That's
that
fair.
is. I'm looking at your guys right now. I actually like your outfield. Laureano is good. I really like rooting for him, but he's not, I guess, stat.
Just because you like rooting for him and you think he's athletic doesn't make him a good fantasy baseball player, Dave.
It's true. You call it the Ender Inciarte syndrome.
You mean a top 10 outfielder in all of baseball that you called him whatever year that was? Last year? 2 years ago?
This year.
This year. He's got a rolling top 10 no matter what.
Yeah.
Votto has been a huge disappointment.
As we know.
Yeah.
He's another one that complains about, I think, the cameras not having the video. I think Votto was another one.
So he didn't have that excuse for the past 4 years where he sucked. So I don't know why.
Thank you. No one sees his stats.
He's been bad for a while.
Pops it up all the time in the infield. It's like his go-to now.
It's his thing.
You picked up Herman Marquez on a flyer, hoping for the best there, Patrick.
I did.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No, he picked up the Santa Lazzi guy.
He likes him. Yeah.
Oh
he's good.
yeah, the Colorado pitcher. I got him a couple weeks ago. I did that. That was Dave. We got talking. You said you do this watch list thing. It drives me nuts. Just pick the damn guy up. So I picked up the Santa Zarzar, and he's been phenomenal. He has been fantastic. And so I picked up. Did I get German Marquez too? Did I forget?
Yeah.
I picked up him.
So who dropped him? Because that's who I traded, and that whole trade has fallen apart real quick. Been worthless on both sides of it. But
Marquez.
I know.
Kyle.
Yeah, I traded Marquez and your Oriole, Hanser Alberto or whatever his name is.
Okay, he
For
can hit a
Altuve.
little bit.
Yeah, Altuve and then Pomeranz. And Pomeranz was the number one closer. And then he got hurt, and then they traded for every reliever on every other team in the MLB. So he's worthless now, basically. And then Altuve's he got hot for a little bit, but then it's on the IL. So.
But yeah, then I did a quick little Google search. First name to pop up was Sam Hilliard. So I picked him up. And he's been okay since I grabbed him.
It just hurts that you don't use the watch list. Do you guys use the watch list?
I do.
Yep.
There's a reason.
Patrick
I've had
just
people in
clicks
there
it.
for years. Yeah.
There's a reason I got third last place, boys.
Patrick LeMahieu, is he a keeper for you?
I think so. I really, really like him.
He's so good.
He's really good.
It's a
Freeman.
safe keeper too. If he can stay healthy, I guess.
Dude, Freeman got 6 RBIs tonight.
Mike, would you keep Greinke again?
I don't have Greinke.
I mean, me. I'm asking for me. You
I
think
might.
drop him, Paul?
Pitching
Paul,
is worthless. A.
You're anti-pitching.
B.
Yes.
B. Grinke's not a keeper level guy. He's
Okay.
he's a good dude, but I wouldn't. That's not keeper worthy. There's my
Florida
tidbit of the.
Like, I always say, like, if you didn't say you only kept 2 and you could leave that third round open, would Greinke be available or would somebody else? I think he would be available in the third round.
That's what I'm looking. I'm looking at LeMahieu and Freeman.
Freeman's hot.
Yeah.
Man. Damn.
And he just consistently hits the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, your outfield, JD Davis. Yeah, well, O's Road to 50 is a great change in name. Little subtlety to it. I like it.
Well, it's messed
Great
up now that we're actually a 500 ball club.
You're going to screw around and get in the playoffs.
I know. Mess up our draft pick.
Look at the Yankees. We should talk about that real quick. The Blue Jays overtaking the Yankees and now beating them, right? Are they winning today? I can't do
Yankees
anything.
are winning. Yankees are up 7-2.
Okay. Blue Jays took the first 2, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yankees
They had a
fall.
10-run inning the other night
Yeah.
against the Yankees.
Anything else for the good of the cause? I want to say that everyone should be invited. There were a lot more views on our first video, so people apparently want to see us. But it is public, so there could be weird people watching this too. Who knows? But,
I didn't even watch it, so I'll add another one eventually.
okay. I think we're approaching the 40-minute mark. Just want to end it. But open invitation. We almost had Testa on this one too. But maybe next week we can get Patrick. You're more than welcome. You can be a mainstay.
That'd be lovely.
But
Yeah.
anything
keep the
else,
group
guys?
growing.
Anything else? No?
No, let's have a good last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's getting good. I'm checking a lot more, ignoring my kids a lot more.
The way to do it.
All right, well, until next week. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. I can stop.
Yeah.